Hello and welcome to your astrological vibrations for Friday, July 8th, 2022 by Gaia Blooming. I'm Mimi and our energy mantra for today is I allow my feelings to go and glow with the flow. Woo! Alright, so before I dig into today's astro, which, has a little woo factor to it, first off, it is my mama's birthday, so if you could send her good wishes. So I was sitting here doing the astro, I was tearing up because I miss her, so please send her good juju. I'm going to take that as confirmation as my phone is ringing. The second thing is, my astro is getting hit right now. And one of the things that keeps happening, I keep getting these messages in my email about how my Facebook page, Gaia Blooming, is going to be shut down for violating Facebook rules, which we do not have any violations. So it is not true. However, I keep getting these consistently. I know that there is someone who's trying to get in there. If that page ever goes down, do realize I will always post on YouTube. You can always find me on the Gaia Blooming YouTube page. Please go follow that. And if that does ever happen, which who knows, but my Mercury is being hit really hard by Uranus and nodes and all of that incoming. So if something like that happens, I'm thinking of like technology. As I was up all night, not sleeping last night, what are all the things that could happen astrologically for me? And this is one that just kept coming up. My Patreon group. You can always join my Patreon group because I will post there if something like that was to happen. So just putting that out there. If you want to send me good juju as I move through some intense transits, tending to my nervous system greatly over the next little bit. That being said, let's dig into today's intense transit. We have the Sun squaring Chiron. And I want to say, it did not come up in the cards today, but as I was shuffling, one of the cards kind of like showed itself to me. And I always think when it shows itself to me, it's like a little message. It was the celebration card, 3 of Cups. And that card to me is, I get by with a little help from my friends. And I would say that is where I'm at. That's where so many people I know are at. And I think that's part of today's energy. Reach out to your friends to help you move through if you are struggling in this energy. So that Sun, Chiron square. Chiron is the wounded healer. Wounded is key here. That's what needs healing. Things that are wounded. And there's no shame there. We're all here. Anybody who's here on this planet has healing, has work to be done. There is no, master on this planet, I believe personally, that has no healing, that has no work, that has it all figured out. None of us are meant to have it all figured out because we're all meant to have pieces and work together. That is, again, my belief. So, Sun in Cancer, bringing on the feels. Potentially even bringing on ancestral healing to be done. Cancer really ties us into our ancestral roots. So, with this, we have many layers that could be potentially coming up. Now, Chiron in Aries, it's not going to be so much about looking to your grandmother, your great-grandmother, your grandfather, your great-grandfather, what country or culture you came from, although that could have pieces for you. It's really recognizing where you are at right now, in this moment. What is up for you? What needs tending right now? What is creating stress for you that needs your TLC, tender, loving care? Allowing yourself to cry, allowing yourself to hold yourself. Butterfly hug. Tending to your nervous system is all going to be super supportive. Getting hugs, having conversations with your friends. Now remember, there may be some comfortable places that we're holding onto in this energy that we need to move through. There also may be places where we are moving so much and we need to slow down and hold ourselves in and through this energy. So be aware of that. Should I say or should I go now? There's that song again, right? Are you being called to take action, to shift something? or are you being called to be still? You know, we just moved out of this moon in Libra energy, but we're still like, okay, what is the balance of the movement and of the stillness that we need? Oh, that reminds me. In my Mayan astrology, that there was a quote that came through: I am the darkness that is light and the stillness that is dancing. And that's kind of the feeling in this, is finding your blend in the darkness and the light. The darkness representing just some of these deeper feels that need to be moved through. The light, how you can shine your love light on those places that need that. The stillness, where you need to be still. So much of this world pushes us to do. And we move and shift from one thing to the next without tending to what is up. So be aware of what your balance is needing right now at this time. We're all going to be in a different place, and that's totally okay. Now, adding to that, moon in Scorpio. So you have the moon in Scorpio, which is just deepening the feels. But I love Scorpio energy because Scorpio is the friend that'll take your hand and be like, there was a Scorpio on the phone, by the way, who was calling me. I got you. I hold your hand. We can go to these deep places, you know? So, so with this Scorpio energy, we may be able to go deeper than normal. That being said, don't be afraid to come up for air. Darkness and light, stillness and dancing. Be still, hold yourself, and then move your way through it like an octopus. That being said, the moon is going to be opposing Mars. Mars in Taurus. And I think that moon is going to be like, Taurus, I know you want to just like chill right there in Taurus, but no, we gotta do the thing. We gotta be present. I also have in the deck, or in the cards for today, the receptivity card. Being receptive to whatever is coming up and coming through for you is so important. Moon and Mercury connecting. Again, so the moon in Scorpio is there with the Mercury in Cancer being like, okay, let's go there. I'm here for you. We do have all water signs activated. We have actually a nice grand trine, almost exact. It is exact, actually, momentarily exact, in the water signs, because we have Vesta in Pisces, and Vesta's the light. Vesta in Pisces in this case is like, hey, this is part of the divine plan. You haven't done something wrong, and that's your healing has nothing to do with you having done something wrong. This is all part of the unfolding. Remembering that, because sometimes we can get on ourselves, and it's just not about that, right? If you have any of that critical energy come up, tend to that with that inner light. So moon holding the hands with Mercury, but again, our feels may go pretty deep with this. We end the day with Mercury and Jupiter in a square. So again, that feels like that. It's there, that Cancer Aries energy. It's like, am I taking action? Am I slowing down? What am I supposed to be doing? Look for you. But Jupiter and Aries highlighting, where do I need to take care of me? What do I need to do to take care of me? Letting me, not me, but you, be the focus of your attention, the focus of your nurturing. Now, it's not to say that this may not come up with others around you. It absolutely can. But then bring it back to yourself and just make sure to spend some time with focus on you. So, let's finish up these cards. So the stress card, again, what do you need to put down? This also could be about taking your monkeys out for a walk. Get out in nature if you need to be held by nature. Being receptive to our feels. And as we are receptive, we have the Wheel of Fortune card. These feels that we move through, especially when we are able to be present, they do not last forever, you know? Sometimes the healing tunnels we go through are longer tunnels, but I promise you there is a light at the end of the tunnel. And the next card shows me, I think we're moving through faster than we, may realize with the intensity card. The intensity card can also be like, hey, there is a certain level of intensity, but I always love this card because look at this, moving towards the light. And I just heard the Speed of Sound by Coldplay in my head. The final card that I have for us is the Creator. So is that We got a king and a queen today. The Queen of Cups and the King of Wands. And this feels like the light at the end of the tunnel may be you. What are you wanting to create from whatever this healing work is? I do believe our healing work does create waves. It creates pathways. It may create other tunnels, good tunnels, for others to move through. That may be part of pulling yourself out. If you were to create something from moving through this, what would you create? And let that help pull you, move you through these energies. So I'm going to leave that here. Please follow my Gaia Blooming YouTube channel, just in case. Like I said, my Mercury is getting hit so hard. My Mercury in Scorpio. Whew! So, you can always book a reading with me. Email me, mimiclark@gmail.com. Besides that, the better it gets, the better it gets. There's more than enough love in the world for you. You have the power, and honor your boundaries. That came from Spirit. If you are a boundary person, honor your boundaries. That's that South Node in Scorpio energy speaking up. Honor your values, but honor those boundaries too. Namaste.